Hey Rockstars, Lid Shaw. I'm here at NAMM 2025 and I'm hanging out with Willie. How you doing, Willie? Good to see you, man. We're at the Empirical Lab booth.
Oh yeah.
And they always have this beautiful display here. You guys always have stuff laid out. It looks awesome. And there's lots of stuff to talk about, but maybe we want to focus on something specific today.
Yeah, we're going to focus on our modules today, 500 series.
Awesome.
So the first one that we came out with was the DerrEsser, and that is a DSer based on the DSer from our Lil Freak EQ. And the cool thing about this is the listen mode, which lets you sweep either a high or a low pass filter to hone in on a resonance, and then you can go out and DS that if you want.
Oh, that's super cool. So you can hear you can actually hear the frequency that you're hitting while you're dialing it in?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it also has a high frequency limiter built in, which is, it turns it into a soft knee compressor that focuses on the high end, and it kind of acts like the warmth in the fatso.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Dig it.
And then we came out with the DocDerr, which is an instrument preamp, 4-band EQ, fixed compressor, and a saturator all in one. So it's basically a little mini channel strip, just without mic level gain. And you got a lot of different frequencies in here, and the curves of these EQs are really smooth. You could disable compression if you want to just run into the saturator, and that's like a tape emulated saturator.
So how does this work when you're using it? So basically, you just sort of, you've got your EQ and your compression and your limiting and saturation, you just sort of gain up into it until you hit a sweet spot?
So it's the same as like the Distressor or something, where you drive into the input to add more compression or saturation.
Awesome.
And so the flow is the preamp into the EQ, into the compressor, and then the saturator. So the EQ is before the compressor.
It's kind of like setting up a mix template and just like bringing your levels up into it while you're working.
Yeah.
All right, so then what else we got over here? The Pump, one of my new favorites right there.
Yeah, so Pump is our newest product, and we based it heavily on the Distressor, and it has the same sort of workflow, same vibe, same sound and everything. There's a few key differences, like your attack and release controls are actually stepped. You don't have a continuous knob. So they're not detented switches. You'll actually see that this LED lights up every time you're at a new setting. So it makes recall a lot easier. The saturator in here is based on the Mikey. It's the same saturator from the DocDerr also. So it's that tape emulated, high frequency emphasized saturator, which softens those high frequencies.
And then of course it has
AtMod,
the AtMod,
which comes from our Arouser plugin. So we took the software feature and moved it into hardware, which is kind of the reverse of what you'd think. And what that does is it delays the onset of your attack envelope by microseconds, to where when you have like a faster attack and you feel like you kind of lose the life and the punch out of drums or acoustic guitars or something percussive, you dial up the AtMod and it'll delay that attack ever so slightly to bring back transients. So it's kind of like a transient shaper.
In my experience, it has the quality of, like, if you're dialing in a snare drum, you can just get it like really fine control over how much of the sticks crack do you want in there and stuff like that. So it brings that snap back. All right, cool. And then what's here? Oh, it's another pump. We got two pumps.
Yeah, you can have two pumps.
If you got one pump, you need two pumps.
Yeah, of course. Two pumps can be in a rack linked together to be a stereo unit, which is nice because you can get two pumps for less than the price of one Distressor. So you kind of get the same sort of vibe and workflow, but you get stereo. You trade off a few features here and there. Yeah,
awesome. So Rockstars, if you've got a 500 series rack and you're looking to get into Empirical Labs, check out the DerrEsser, the DocDerr, and the Pump, which are awesome. And then, of course, you guys have all kinds of other full rack stuff like the Mikey, the Lil Freak, the Fatso, the Distressor. And if you want to get started just digitally, and start mixing that way, you've got the Arouser and the Big Freak, which both sound amazing. Awesome, Willie. And then, so where should they go if they want to get something?
EmpiricalLabs.com. You can find our dealers there, and follow us on Instagram at Empirical Labs just to stay updated on what's new.
Okay, cool. Also, drop in a question and hit us up in the comments if you got any specific questions about how these work or what features you want to know about. Maybe we glossed over something, and we'll hit you up and we'll answer it. Thanks, dude.
Thanks so much.
Cheers. Awesome.